let's move on to the next topic we have. Let's see what our next angle is that we have reviewed. The next angle is Blood and Guts from the same episode of Dynamite this past Wednesday. Before we get into that, a reminder, I'm just going to plug us. Please add us on X. We need some followers on there. We only have like 20-something followers, but
Shame on you people. Come on, man.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm not promoting it enough, but we need to look more legit, man. We're trying to look like a legitimate podcast, so we need people to follow us and interact with us over there on X. So add us there. I put clips from the show in case you missed the show, and also whatever comments I want to make off the cuff. I guess that's where I would do it. So, all right. So let's move on. So we got our review of Blood and Guts. I got a thumbs up from me. Vlad's a thumbs down. He didn't like it. And Robert wasn't indifferent, so he's not here to really clarify, but he just didn't give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. But okay, let's play some highlights, I guess, before we get into the review of Vlad's thoughts on the review. So I'll put 5 minutes on the clock. So let's just play a couple things, I guess. Some violence. Let's show some violence. Here's thumbtacks into the mouth of Max Caster. Super kick. What else? Let's see. We got Hangman and Swerve. Their blood feud is continuing, which I gotta say I like personally. I hope this feud goes on for the whole entirety of AEW's history. Like, I hope these two just never let go of each other. But anyways, so that was a big deal that this is obviously gonna keep going forward. There's Mark Briscoe, completely bloodied. Here's Hangman Page and Swerve Strickland having a dramatic moment. There's Swerve Strickland getting staple gunned, but he's just going to laugh it off because he's pretty hardcore, which is pretty funny to me. And here's Darby Allin's coffin drop off the top of the cage. Here's steel chair shot that was very criticized. Jack Perry took a steel chair shot to the head from Mark Briscoe. They were going to light him on fire. Here's Darby Allin pouring gasoline all over him. And then Matt Jackson ended up quitting. So he surrendered to save Jack Perry's life, basically. So I guess I'll just go first, Vlad. I gave it a thumbs up because for every segment leading up to this Blood and Guts match for this angle, I gave it a thumbs down. I didn't really like it. Obviously, we've been lambasting this whole thing with the Young Bucks and everything. So, as for the whole angle, I didn't like it. But as for this match, just this match, all I'm saying is that this match was entertaining. Okay, this is where they pulled out all the stops. So, all the other stuff you could say it sucked. The angle leading up to it, the story, the build-up. But come on. This was entertaining. If you were there at the stadium, this was a spectacle. Poor Jack Perry with his face all fucked up red, getting smashed in the face with not a guitar. Well, Jeff Jarrett was there with a guitar, but I skipped over that part. But anyways, getting smashed in the face with a steel chair, which a lot of people didn't like. I guess we'll talk about that in a second. But, almost getting lit on fire, which maybe they should have just lit him on fire. But anyways, well, he got lit on fire in the last show. So, why is it such a big deal that he doesn't get lit on fire here? Like, oh, they're going to kill him. This guy obviously can take getting lit on fire. But anyways, we got 2 minutes, Vlad. Give us whatever thoughts you want to give about this.
You could take getting lit on fire. I think that was different. Like, he had a whole thing where he could only get lit on fire for like 2 seconds. If they lit him on fire now, he would be dead.
I know. I'm kidding. But yes, please.
But
thumbs down from Vlad. Let's hear your thoughts.
Yeah. The thumbs down, of course, is just because I know you like this one. I'm just trying to figure out why you like this one compared to some of these other type of matches where people are just getting bloodied and beaten to a pulp and stuff like that. I'm not saying that it's really the wrestler's fault per se. It's really Tony Khan's that allows them to do some of the stupid stuff they do on, the chair shots and the cutting and all the stuff that you would see in an indie show. The
thumbtacks.
The thumbtacks in the mouth.
What about the steel chair to the head? You think that was bad?
Well, of course it's bad, but it's.
I've been hearing there is no place in this there's no place in wrestling for this from people who've had CTE and brain damage.
Well, yeah. I mean, now that we have these studies about brain damage and wrestling and all that stuff, of course, obviously, previous generations, people were getting hit in the head all the time. ECW, for example, was like every day, every show, somebody got hit in the head maybe like multiple times in the match, right? But I think what we know today, obviously, just like you can't even really protect yourself shot to the head because his arms are like, they're handcuffed to the cage. So it's like basically a straight shot. Now, I heard somebody say maybe the thing was gimmicked somehow. It didn't look like it was gimmicked. I couldn't. It looked like a regular steel chair, and you really can't gimmick a steel chair. I was thinking maybe like maybe they padded it somehow, but I couldn't tell by looking at it. Either way, I mean, just thumbs down because just typical indie bullshit in this match. That's pretty much all you get.